Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to some more Let's Play The Consuming Shadow. In the last episode, despite my best attempts, or almost best attempts, we actually managed to banish the Ancient One, stopping him from entering our realm. I almost summoned the wrong thing. We had to flee Stonehenge to try to get some more information, and we still almost died. We ended up going into all the wrong places, killing a bunch of horrible, very difficult creatures before we found the staircase. And there I messed up the spell, casting Clairvoyance with an extra rune over and over and over again. Oh my god. Whew. That was really embarrassing. But forever immortalized on my YouTube channel until I delete it. Alright, so let's play a new game. And hopefully, not dwell on the fact that Mystery Man is probably suffering forever. Gosh, this is terrible. Oh, before we do that, do we have any new creatures unlocked? I think we've already read about the Scuttler. We should probably come back here much later on to read about these things. Oh, hey! We're learning a little bit more about the tree. I'll be very interested in learning more about that creature as we unlock it. I've never even seen some of these creatures, but apparently we fought them. And there's one creature two creatures we haven't even come across yet. Wow, and despite all the cultists I've killed, we are only up to 6% of them. Alright, well, let's keep on going. Alright, so in this episode, we'll be playing the Scholar. I really like the Scholar. I feel that he's got enough time to run around and do a bunch of different things. It's most likely that we'll be able to get that one extra character, the fourth and last character, unlocked by playing the Scholar, given the 60 hours we have to save the world. I also like the option of using guns if I need to, so we're going to play the Scholar again. We might play the Mystery Band, and we might do the Warrior later on, but definitely the Scholar to start. So, let's get started. Last night, I dreamt that I was killed by something horrible. Two details stand out: Stonehenge and 3 days. I've learned not to dismiss my dreams when they get this vivid. For some reason, I cannot shake a sensation of déjà vu. I have memories of assembling a ritual, fleeing through darkened hallways, and firing a gun at something unimaginable. I feel like some distant part of me may have died this way. Hundreds of times. Perhaps thousands. We get to place 6 birth stars, and wow, we have a really close the Priest and the Lion. I'm gonna probably make the argument that sanity is more important than research. Can I get plus 20 sanity and more than plus 70? Done. Okay. Oh, hey, nice. We can get some health and a random equip chance up. Random equip chance can only reach 4%, huh? Let's grab a 3% random equip chance and see how much health I can get. For that, looks like we can also sneak in a tiny bit of research. Random spell chance. Oh, car speed could be nice. Can I get more than 8 miles per hour? No. Okay, well, we'll take an 8. Oh, hey, we can get a little bit of everything. Sure, why not? Let's get a 2% plus a bunch of other stats. Can I get more health and sanity? Where is our health? Our health is the crab. No, we're not going to be able to get very much of both of them. Let's grab even... We should grab more life. So let's grab health. More health, a little bit more research, and random equip chance. And then I'm really tempted for another chariot to help us move around a bunch. So we're going to grab another one of these. Alright, so 51 extra health, 28 extra sanity, 16 miles per hour faster, 7% chance to find a random item when we're out there adventuring, and we have 3.31 plus research, whatever that means for us. You received a text from the Ministry of Occultism. You can find the information you need in towns tainted by the shadow. You might make some immediate headway if you went to Kidbury. Okay, well, I guess that's where we're going. We'll head to Saltforth first, I think. We should get another interruption on the way, telling us to stop a invasion somewhere. I've got reports of a sleeper cell in Finsport. Needs cleanup sooner rather than later. If you have the time to sort this thing out, you won't go unrewarded. Okay, we can go to Kinsport after Kidbury then. Or maybe, yeah, maybe after Kidbury. Alright, let's head on in. I feel quite buoyed by the clean air here, and the people are friendly enough. It can only be a matter of time before they catch the Shadow's attention. Let's look for supplies. We have 15 in cash? Oh, well, yeah, if we can get the pendant, that'd be very nice, or some other miscellaneous item. After an hour, I have found the following items for sale from individuals content not to ask questions. Let's buy the rosary. Having sanity loss could be really helpful. You received a text from a family member. No, we will ignore this at the moment. We're not down any sanity, so that could be either sanity loss or cash. We could gain sanity back, but because I'm not down any sanity, no, I'm not going to risk it. If I head to Kidbury, we can then maybe go to Gorboro and then Finsport? We could go here right now. No, let's go to Finsport now and just get that out of the way. We could use the extra cash or whatever this will give us. I am brought to the problematic area and told that payment will be made once the problem is dealt with. I don't think the locals fully understand what kind of presence is in their town, but they showed much relief and gratitude as I made my way inside. Oh, this is also a place ignored by the Shadow. The walls of the cave were absolutely covered in a rune commonly pronounced as Ang. Each one daubed on in a chalky red paint by what I sincerely hope were human fingers. Ang. Oh, red. Ang. Mostly garbage, but there's a piece of sturdy wire I could probably twist into a lockpick. The spell KZ-BTI Shim induces visions of things to come and the area around you. It can give you the edge you need in dangerous situations, but remember that some sights, when seen, cannot be unseen. There's nothing of importance left to do in this place. The longer I stay, the more time I lose. Someone left their keyring here. Hopefully I can open all the doors now. There was a discarded set of skateboarder pads inside, which I decided I could make use of. That will come in handy, because that will stop me from getting broken bones. This early on, we're not likely to fight very powerful creatures. The animosity is rooted in the suffering reportedly endured by a worshipper of Yushag while captured by the cult of Sho. Sho worshippers seem to tell the story the other way around. So I know... Okay, let's take this off and put it back here. We have Red and Aang. We have Sho and Yushag. And we know that these are opposed, but I don't know who's the invader and who's the enemy. Wow, no damage and no sanity loss. The people waiting for me outside seem determined not to ask questions. Upon my assurance that the problem is resolved, they pay without quibble. I wonder if this will be the last time I visit this town. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I am confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. Let's look for supplies here as well. We might get another miscellaneous item. I have lost another precious hour, but I finally found a black market dealer willing to take my money. Yeah, we'll take the breathing mask. I will hopefully find the bullets I need. We'll leave those here. Okay, let's go to Kidberry. Actually, we could go to Gorboro next. It's a little closer, and then Kidberry. Let's go to Kidberry first. Out of curiosity, I stop when I see a man in a tailored business suit in the road, standing exasperated beside an extremely expensive car. He tells me that he has locked something important inside the car, and asks for my assistance. His awareness of the shadow and its effects seem to be somewhat limited, if he isn't simply blocking it out. We've had a lot of luck picking the door open a few times. Let's try this again. It takes about an hour, but after I remember the trick I once read concerning the locks of classic cars, I get the door open without causing damage. The man takes a leather briefcase from the seat and holds it to his chest like a newborn child. I cough meaningfully, and he remembers to give me 12 pounds as a reward. Reports have reached me of mysterious pests rising up from the ground at numerous places. The general? Too large to be rats, not to mention too aggressive and too organized. A situation like this is just the first sprouting seed of a total invasion by the shadow. I feel that it won't be long before these creatures grow larger and bolder, or someone gets some monstrous infection from a scratch. The solution is to wipe this out now, before it gains any more footholds. I was able to find a list of recent incident reports, mostly townspeople complaining about damage to their back gardens. I visited a few of the houses, looking for a common factor. That came when I discovered that most of the gardens bordered a public park that had lately had its maintenance budget slashed. It is now overgrown and unwelcoming. Unwelcoming, that is, to humans. Alright, let's get in there. Woo! Managed to hit it as it charged me. This is like a straight path, and that's it. We can search what's back there later. Another victim of the shadow. Boils coat their flesh, even the back of their throat, to the point that suffocation may have been the cause of death. So we have disease. Disease is somewhere in this. I feel really bad for that guy. My throat can get covered with boils as well. Makes eating impossible, thanks to Crohn's disease. Interestingly, the name Sho, as well as the associated symbol, is only ever inscribed in yellow pigment. To do otherwise is considered ultimate blasphemy. Oh, that hit us. Good, we're not bleeding. There was a dented old cash box here containing around 3 pounds in change. I have found a discarded wallet containing 5 pounds. I don't remember what my objective is here. I think it's to destroy a nest. I have found 2 unfired hollow point bullets that appear to have been hastily concealed here. My recording device picked up the chanting of some kind of mantra intended to ward off evil. It was hard to make out, but the second part definitely sounded like Thai. I believe my business in this place is concluded. I should head for the exit. There is some kind of survivalist cache here containing 2 hollow point bullets. It's kind of a shame that killing creatures doesn't recover like 1 sanity. Oh, wrong way, Tim. 1 sanity for you. We didn't learn anything about what creature lurks here, unfortunately. No cultists. I found a very old 9mm ammunition box with 3 bullets remaining. Okay, not so bad. The creatures still infest every crack and shadow of the town, but I have ensured they will no longer breed. A combined effort by the locals will be enough to exterminate the remainder. I can move on now. We have enough to at least do another. Enough supplies, that is. Let's go to... I go to Goboro. After that, I can make a decision which of these to go to. We might get another text from the Ministry of Occultism. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I am confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. Let's just keep going. We can come back here if necessary. Let's go to Bleston next. The atmosphere is tense here as news has spread of the darkness infecting neighboring towns. Besides that, I cannot sense the shadow's influence, for now. We're wasting time not finding anything. If I go to Lawham, that means I'm going to have to go to Dinton afterwards, and this could be another 3 hours. Let's go. You received a text from an unknown number. We will ignore it. You see the text from the Ministry of Occultism. I've got reports of a sleeper cell in Salforth. Needs cleanup sooner rather than later. Don't expect a warm welcome there if you let this slide. Oh, wow. That's all the way back up where we came from. Oh, that's so far away. I don't think we can afford to stop by there. As I stop briefly at a junction, a harassed-looking young man in rumpled clothing runs to my window and pleads for a ride between labored breaths. He says that there are dark forces at work in one of the safe towns, and it's vitally important he get there. His hand is nervously rattling at my passenger side door handle, which I have shrewdly been keeping locked. No, we're gonna drive on. We've reached Lawham. My hair stands on end, and I feel a scratching at the back of my mind. This can only mean one thing. Magic. There is a great concentration of it that hasn't had time to disperse. This town must be home to a rift, one of the tears in the fabric of our universe, through which bleeds the dark influence of realms beyond. Fortunately, what can be opened by the same corrosive energies can be closed. Isolating the rough location of the rift was the easy part. Just isolate the strands of magical energy, the appearance of otherworldly creatures, then triangulate the point they all are moving away from. A simple set of divinations leads me to a private house in a wealthy area, probably abandoned quite recently. I can feel a ringing in my ears as I walk slowly up the garden path to the front door, and I immediately know I have the right place. Oh! There was no reason to take that hit. I thought it was safe. We discovered we have found a discarded wallet containing £5. I have found 2 armor-piercing bullets, perhaps left over from some kind of police operation. An upside-down rune. The EU rune has been inscribed on the wall here in red, upside down. The associated god would regard this as a grave insult. What rune is that? EU? As I invoked the rune, I felt a wave of answering energy from the wall. I felt an inexplicable ease upon my mind. Recovered 2 sanity. We also, I believe, know... Red. Ang. We know that there is EU, but I don't know which god it's associated with. Not this god. These 2 gods? No, still not enough information. There's something here. Someone left their keyring here. Hopefully I can open all the doors now. A body lies at my feet. They appear to have died in absolute terror. The mouth is open so wide that the jaw appears to have dislocated. So we know fear is another one of these. And probably not associated with red? Or maybe it is associated with red. Ah, darn it. Okay, we'll just do this at the moment to realize that fear is another one of the aspects we're fighting. Most of the engraving was too weathered to read, the full banishment mantra, but the third symbol was almost certainly the syllable Ang. There's nothing of importance left to do in this place. The longer I stay, the more time I lose. A warrior drone. There was some kind of survivalist cache here containing 3 hollow point bullets. We need to know if there's anything else to explore in this location. Help! I've been imprisoned by the cult of Yushag. They locked me in a filthy oubliette. I can hear them cursing some enemy god, chanting Ang. I think they're killing people up there. Yushag is an enemy of the god identified by the Ang rune. Ang is associated with the color red. Yushag appears to be the enemy of Chao. Yushag is an enemy of the goddess identified by the Ang rune. Ang is associated with the color red. Chao is associated with yellow. Yushag is the enemy of Chao. Yushag is an enemy identified. So Yushag is an enemy of both these gods, is my guess. So Yushag must be the invader's enemy. Is that right? Aang is associated with the color red. Yushag is an enemy of that god. Yushag is also the enemy of Cho, and Cho is associated with the color yellow. So yes, I'm sure that is correct. I found a dusty military flashlight that isn't completely beyond salvage. Uh-oh. With the rift closed, the endless ringing buzz has been replaced by the deathly quiet of a deserted ghost town. Still, ghosts are preferable to what resided here when I first arrived. I hurry back to the car. We can heal again? Well, we don't need supplies yet. I mean, we could go back to Salforth, but then we gotta travel all the way back to Almsmouth. How much time do I have left? That would be the quickest way to get there. No, I think we're just going to let that place fall to the shadow. That's 2 out of the way. This would be 2, 4, 8 hours to go there for 1 mission? No. Let's go to Dinton instead. I'm immediately suspicious of the geniality of the people of this town display. They smile but rarely blink, and invite me to some private meeting place within minutes of conversation. When pressed, the apparently unaffected people mutter disquieting stories of friends and loved ones returning from meetings with changed personalities. I hear disquieting tales of physical transformations concealed behind clothing and cosmetics. Everything points to some kind of evil consciousness, a dark, controlling presence buried somewhere out of sight, puppeteering and perverting. The first people to exhibit strange behavior I have discovered were dock workers. The first known case is estimated to be a man who worked at one of the warehouses on the industrial riverfront. It did not take long to establish that something is wrong there. Workers go in that do not come out, and the nearby river is thick with the well-gnawed corpses of fish. Something is living there that should not be. I'm tempted to cast Clairvoyance, but I know it's going to really drain my sanity. The rosary won't protect us from spellcasting drain, just general sanity loss. I'm going to make the assumption it will be behind a locked door. That was really weird. Why on earth did that happen? I didn't mean to even fire. I wasn't sure why I wasn't swinging my pistol. Oh, come on, game. There was a deaded old cash box here containing around 5 pounds and change. Taking 2 hits I shouldn't have taken. What's this? A single diary page has been stuck here. No time to read it now, but I'll hang on to it. Maybe that is all of our diary pages that we needed. I recovered a small handful of 2 standard 9mm rounds. There's an Aang rune here, in red. We didn't recover anything. Aang is associated with the color red. I think I have enough information to know that this is the guy who needs the EU rune. It's a curse. And since this is the enemy of Yushag, whoever this is, I'm gonna go with EU is Yushag's rune. No sanity recovered. Oh, hello. BTI is here. Still nothing. Still look for keyring here. Hopefully I can open all the doors now. Let's keep exploring the last rooms before we go to the locked chamber. I discovered a small handful of 2 standard 9mm rounds. And 2 more. Let's see what horrible creature we're fighting. Oh, wow. Orbiters. I hate these. I hate them. I hate them. I'm no good at fighting them. Nyx doesn't appear to be able to physically survive in our universe. The threat it poses to us is very real, but thankfully indirect. There was nothing of importance left to do in this place. The longer I stay, the more time I lose. Three armor-piercing rounds recovered. We're taking a lot of damage here. But no hunter creature yet. I hate you! I hate you! I hate when it spawns another creature. I wasn't expecting that. Cheating game. Lots of these things here today. 3 unfired hollow point rounds. The townsfolk are not immediately better off with the extermination of the creature behind their enslavement. There have been several murders and suicides already as the memories of actions return. The best thing I can do for them now is leave them to heal. We are out of healing supplies and still hurt. We will go to, I think, Waterchester, and then probably back to... Oh... Summington is far closer. Let's go... Summington? Summing. Let's go to Summing first. Another hostile town. This town is in pandemonium, in the most literal sense of the word. Creatures of the shadow pour down endlessly from above, attacking wantonly without reason or mercy. Half the injuries are being caused by fellow townspeople struggling to escape. The minions of the shadow are playing their hand heavily, confident of victory. It falls to me to cause the hubris to backfire. The source of the monsters is a cave in the base of a grassy hill, but I am convinced that this is subterfuge. The true origin, I believe, is the large mansion on top of the hill, whose cellars reportedly connect to old mining tunnels. The house hangs under a black cloud all of its own, and strange silhouettes appear at the windows. Something rotten dwells in that house, and I aim to exterminate it. Let's cast our clairvoyance for this one. Something invaded my head, scratching at the inside of my skull. I experienced a vision of things to come that left me with a keen awareness of the surrounding area. The carving dates back to at least 6000 BC, and depicts Yushag defeating and casting out a figure labeled the God of Fear. It appears to have been intended as an insult to a rival faith. Ushag is the enemy of the god of fear. Oh, so he's not fear. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't know who's who yet. So we know fear is one of these two. We also still have disease. I am not fighting an orbiter. I am not. I will take the sanity hit. Another victim of the shadow. Boils coat their flesh, even the back of their throat, to the point that suffocation may have been the cause of death. The EU rune has been inscribed on the wall here in white, a generic prayer to a god. Not necessarily the god perverting this place, it could be intended for an associated deity. So we know white is a color. Still no sanity recovered. Oh, God! 3 hollow point rounds. The key will be in this room. I found an ancient 9mm clip with 3 usable oh, there is no key. Or if there is a key, it's in one of the red rooms. Oh, come on. I hate these. I found a very old 9mm ammunition box with 2 bullets remaining. Most of the engraving was too weathered to read, but the full banishment mantra, but the first syllable was almost certainly the symbol KZ. I believe my business in this place is concluded. I should head for the exit. I don't think we've... Oh, game. I don't think we have what it takes to survive another creature. What the heck? Oh, I hate these. I've been gravely wounded and the bleeding won't stop. Without treatment, I fear we'll only get worse. I think we're going to die here. I've incurred some dusty jewelry. I expect to be worth about £6. With their leader dead, only its minions throughout the town remain. Fortunately, the remaining townsfolk seem to have the matter in hand. I can lead them to rebuilding their lives. We need to get healed. That means we have to get to Blessington. We can go to Waterchester and hope that town is safe first. Let's open this. Here's 7 from our account. I don't want to know what you do with it. Just use it to stay alive. For us. Please. I am flagged down by an unmissably fat woman beside an upturned wrecked SUV. She screams incoherently until I crouch down and notice that a small child is trapped into the back seat, and judging by the smell, fuel is leaking. The mother is clearly too large to crawl through the vehicle to her son, but I am not. However, the space I need to crawl through is absolutely strewn with broken glass and razor-sharp exposed components. We have the skateboarder pads. I hit upon the idea of wearing my skateboarder pads. Thusly armed, I am able to quickly crawl through the car with shards crunching harmlessly under my protected knees and elbows. The child is none the worse for the ordeal, although there is not much to be done for the car. My reward is £24 and a rare sight of pure joy in this omnipresent shadow. Thankfully, our car's a little faster than normal, so we might survive this. No, we can't stay. The town is unnaturally peaceful. The streets are completely deserted. The shops are open, but each one is unattended. I have searched a few homes and found television still on and food still laid out on dining tables, the cutlery thrown carelessly aside. The wind is the only sound, and even that howls quietly, as if afraid of waking something up. Somehow, I doubt everyone is waiting to jump out from behind the hedgerows and throw me a surprise party. We cannot stay, we need to get healed. We'll then probably head back to that town. We're gonna have to buy 2 medkits as well. The atmosphere is tense here, as news has spread of the darkness infecting neighboring towns. Besides that, I cannot sense the Shadow's influence, for now. There is a discredited doctor operating a backstreet surgery here. They will heal me without questions as long as I have the cash. Let's treat our bleeding. We'll refill our med kit. Back to town, return to the car. We will heal ourselves to full, which should probably be all our med kit. Wow, it was, and we're still not healed to full. So we will visit the hospital. Let's kill ourselves, or not. Yes! Gained a little bit more sanity again. Visit the hospital. We will refill our med kit again. Back to town. We will look for... I don't think we look for supplies here, so let's look for supplies. I've lost another precious hour, but I finally found a black mark. Oh, we did. We already got this. Oh, no, we found skip order pads, and they're selling them here. All right, return to the car. Heal ourselves up. Oh, 50% already. And we'll set our destination to Waterchester. And we'll stop when we get there. We received a text from a family member. We'll ignore that one. I'm given cause to slow by some kind of fight in the road. It appears to be between a small group of loutish young men and another prone individual whom they are kicking and spitting on. One of the youths instructs me not to interfere, saying that they have caught one of them. I can't get a clear look at the victim through the many attacking legs. Shrug and drive off. We're not getting involved. We have reached our destination, Waterchester. Let's do this one, and then we're done with this video. Alright, so we've already read this. Let's investigate what's happening. A search has revealed that all the abandoned houses were sent letters, inviting the residents to a dinner dance at an isolated mansion. When I first arrived there, I find an air of grim unpleasantness hanging over it, and the front door falls open as I knock. If I were still a naive man, I might wonder if there will be survivors to rescue. As it stands, I can hope to only discern something useful from the remains. Actually, let's return to the car really quick. I want to outfit myself a little differently. We're going to drop the flashlight for the mask. We're at about half, yeah, we're at half our time remaining. No, slightly more than half our time remaining. But these are going to get much more difficult from here on out. We don't have keys, so we're not going that way. Seems like our military flashlight's still in effect. There's something back there. Worshippers consider it a grave insult to draw Yushag's symbol in red, as this is the color associated with one of their oldest and bitterest rivals among the ancients. Yes. Yes, we already guessed that. EU was God 3. In the language of the ancients, the syllable ang is usually given as a name, but has also variously been written to denote the concepts of fear, paranoia, and anxiety. We still don't know which one is disease. To my amazement, I have reached this person before the Shadow could take them. I free them of their bonds and direct them to the exit. I like that guy's hair. Strangely, each of the tribes I have studied independently link the names Sho and Nyx. The implication being that two have a close bond, perhaps as siblings or consorts, or both. Yep, I already know this as well. I just don't know which one is the god. I've got no clue as to which one yet. I found a set of keys. These should make exploration easier. Oh, we have to go that way. Okay. We've gained up a little bit of sanity. This person didn't make it. Another missing person can be struck off the list. There can't be many left to find. More sanity recovered. One more point. Another point of sanity. Oh, a cultist. I don't think there can be any missing people left alive here. I have to leave, and hope that the other residents had as much sense. Unless there's any more loot to be found, I can safely call this operation complete. Time to go. Probably an orbiter right here at the exit. Oh, a cultist right at the exit. Let's do it. I found a very old 9mm ammunition box with 3 bullets remaining. Nice, we didn't take any damage and recovered some sanity that time. The survivors are milling around the entrance, shaken and touched by madness, but alive. I ask a more salient one if he had any information, and he provides me with some papers he had taken for some purpose or another. In case of a 4-rune incantation, the last rune denotes the recipient of the spell. In the banishment ritual, for example, it would be the rune of the creature being banished. Alright, we've got the entire banishment ritual. We just don't know which one of these two is stepping through at the moment. And I think we've got the runes correct as well. But I'll go through it all in the next video. And I think I'll wait to record the next video until this one gets uploaded. So you guys can take a peek at this and pause the game if you like, to let me know how wrong I am, as I probably am again. And those are our other 2 hints. I will take off everything from the table and go through the clues before I go to Stonehenge in the next video. But I think I'm right this time, because I've thought I was right every single time so far, so there's that as well. Alright everyone, thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care everyone.